I recovered the time. Hello. Sorry, I'm a bit late today. Real life got into the way. But I'm here now. Hello. Good evening. We are going to build our game. We have a nice screenshot of the day, which by the way is the same one of the last release. Here is the picture of the day, boys. Hello. Okay, let me jump directly into what we want to do. Because the good news is that I think we have, enough pieces. We have enough pieces to actually build. Hello, Tony. Hello, Hula. Hi. So the good news, I think we have enough pieces to actually build something. And I actually started to build something, trying to understand how things may work. Okay. Trying to understand how things may work. Now, there are few optimization passes, right, that we may have to do. But at the end, I opted for these battlements. I don't know if you like them, but anyway, these are the ones that I selected at the end. Actually, I had 3 options for the battlements. If I still have them. Yeah, I mean, for sure I have them. Castle Test 2. This one. So we have a lot of pieces now. We have a lot of pieces, so I think we are in good shape. We have a lot of pieces. So the three options were the following. The one that you just saw. Well, actually, you didn't see it. This one, right? So you see that they... I didn't increment. Fuck. Anyway. You see that they tile, no? So as soon as you keep the... Okay, so this is an example, right? This is an example. So this was like the basic one that was there, which is the more, kind of standard battlement thingy. We can still use it, but we can use it only for horizontal stuff, not for curved round towers, because I didn't create the round version. Then I created this version, which I think is also nice, because he has this double structure, of... I think it's also nice, and I like it. But I think it was becoming a bit too repetitive, and also was not very original, even if I don't think anyone has something really like this, but I don't know. And then I opted for this one, which is a bit different, and these arrows pointing up are like breaking a bit the patterns, no? So it's not the same pattern everywhere. So at the moment I'm using this. For the bottom, I kept this design, but I really simplified it. As you can see, Also, you see how the light is on it. I think I need to fix this light here because it's really too but okay, I don't know. But yes, so at the end I opted for this one. Now at the back, I opted for closing it like if it's a passageway. Okay, so a place like a walkway where you can use, because the original was actually different. The original was like this. So he had this empty area, which I think he has a kind of a meaning, like you can drop oil or whatever, but I think it makes it a bit less secure, you know, from two perspectives. You can fall down and people can really come up, you know, enter this way. So I don't know, I think it was an interesting design, but at the end I didn't use it. At the end I ended up not using it. So so now the point is to try to build something like this. I started to build this one that we can actually put in our land, right? And the only issue I have at the moment is that this model is made of pieces that are all optimized. Okay, so all these pieces are very optimized. So the density is relatively low, except for the stair, but the stair is what it is. I mean, we cannot really lower it without butchering too much the geometry. One thing that if we want, we can optimize, but I don't know if it's really something that we want to do. In theory, all the polygons that are inside of the tower are not really... What happened? Are not really needed. The one that are the connection between the different sections, right? So one thing that I can do, I can take, for example, this wall structure and decide to merge it into one. So to merge all of that, right, into one object, and then merge all the adjacent vertices. That is something that I can do, and it's like a few clicks, right? So you just select them all, join. There is still someone with the old UV map. Yes. Fuck. Let me fix it. I think the rounded one still has the old UV map. Yes, it does. Okay. So let me resave it. So it's good. So we need actually to change it on all of these pieces, or I will not be able to merge. You see how much, you know, testing the workflow is important, because testing the workflow is showing so many small details, you know, that are not correct, still not correct. The same for the stair, boys. The same for the stair, believe it or not. So also the stair is the same issue. And I would say probably also this one then, yes. Has the same issue. Okay, let me resave it. So the next time we will be good. So and now you should not complain anymore, right? Okay, so now we merged it into a single object. And now what we can do, we can edit it and merge vertices by distance. Now, we need to be a bit careful on how we do it, but you see that we merged 163 just with 0.0001 meters. So it means that we already joined all the pieces that were overlapping. And now the question is, the question is, in a case like this one, do we want to clean it up or not? Because to clean it up is fairly quick, but all these faces are completely useless. All these faces that are on the side like this can be deleted. All of them. All these ones. And you see that there are 2 sets per each section, right? At least there should be 1 set. Sometimes they are facing... because it's the merge, Because the merge, in some cases, decided to keep a face on one side or on the other side. Okay, I understand. You see? So now we cleaned it up. But the other important point is that also all these ones are useless. Because they are inside the... they are inside the tower. So in theory also all these ones, if we want, we could optimize it away. And I'm not sure if I want to do it. I'm not sure if I want to do it. But in theory they are all unnecessary. And we could delete them all. It's a lot of faces, so... And it's a lot of geometry, to calculate. So... it's true, it's not many polygons. True. I don't know why it's always proposing me edges instead of faces. If the last one I did was faces. So we could in theory go and clean them all. Right? Maybe we can do it for 1 tower just to check how long is this process. This one is 3 levels, so I mean, at the end, the one that you have to delete are only 2 levels, so it's not a very long process. It's kind of not a very long process. I assume that there might be... Did I fuck up? Fuck, I did. I deleted the one inside the door. No! Why? Why? I deleted the one inside the door. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, we can fix this, boys. We can fix it. We can fix it, I hope. What is that thing pushing? The thing is connected. It's not very easy to see. not very easy to see actually. I think we will have to stick to vertex and stick it probably there. Yes, I think that's it. I mean, there are some quirks in this thing, in the sense that it's not, you know, a completely perfect geometry. There are some small, you know, details that are not perfect, but it's fine. Yeah. Anyway, I deleted the. You see how many faces are totally useless, by the way? Because are the ones that are created by the modular set, right? And these ones are actually not needed in our tower. We can decide to keep them or not. I don't know. I think we can try to delete them and see how long it takes. So like here now I deleted the wall floor. I don't know if there is a better way, but at the moment I cannot think to a better way, so probably the answer is no. I think I have to be a bit careful when deleting those things because they may be visible. No, they are not. Okay, they are not. So this will be an example tower. There are some weird vertices anyway. Like these things, I have no idea what they are. They are a bit of leftovers, I guess, but yeah, it takes a bit of time. I think it would be nice if we could develop a small tool that does that for us. You know, so that we don't have to do it manually. I should not do the same mistake, huh? Okay. I should delete only the ones that are actually inside a wall and not the ones that are needed for doors. Yeah, it takes a bit of time. Takes a bit of time. I mean, let's say that when we did it once, then it's done for this tower forever. So if we reuse this tower, we are good. But as you can see, there are so many. Okay. And then I just need to avoid being stupid and deleting the one at the bottom that I need, huh? Oops. The problem is that I can make mistakes and delete something. Because I could create intersections which are without these polygons. The problem is that you never know if you will be at the ground level or at the top level. And if you're at the top level, you need these faces, right? Because they are the faces that are used, for example, when you when you have a door. I'm just thinking, is this really the case? Or not? I'm thinking, yeah, no, well, in case you leave it open from the top, right? Yeah, I think the point is that you may leave this open from the top, and so you could see the inside, and you could see the cross section. So if you are allowed to see the cross section, then you need all these faces. I mean, there are really many. One way would be to look from the top and delete vertically all the faces that are inside. The only problem I have with that is that potentially I'm gonna delete also some of the faces that are used for the windows. That's my only fear of using the top-down approach. Because in theory we could, we could do it top-down. Okay, I think we deleted them all. Let me see if I did damages. So we deleted the one inside, vertical ones, and we deleted the ones that are horizontal. Now we still have this one, which is the lower. What? I don't know. Sometimes this thing is living by its own. This thing is alive. These ones I should not delete, huh? Very clearly. Okay. Hello, Tesla89. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. So we are working on a kind of a modular set for kind of castle pieces, and I think I reached a good point, and so I'm basically trying to just assemble a tower and look, you know, what is the end result. Now this is not the final texture. The final texture is much nicer than this, because in Unreal the final texture looks like this, right? So whatever we see in that level actually will then be rendered with this quality, right? Now we also need to do the work on the textures, huh? But maybe I will do it a bit later. So we have our tower. We can try to export it and see how it looks. Let me see it in wireframe now that we have removed a bunch of stuff. Yeah, definitely is lighter. Still has all the floor. Still has all the floor. Yes, it does. Which in theory we don't really need. Meaning all the bottom, right? All the bottom, unless with this tower will be exposed, like on top of a hill, and so we can see the bottom. All the bottom is actually totally useless to us, right? At least up to the door, then. And I think it also, all this bottom is useless to us. Now, managing to delete all of this is not very easy. But because you know you are like getting into is this still the bottom? Yeah, I think we have a lot of bottom faces. I think for the stairs we should probably remove it from the original model. I don't think that we really need it. I don't understand if this thing is back face culling or not. At the moment I don't see it back facing. Ah, it's back facing now, okay. But yeah, it's basically all these ones are just extra useless faces. Because they are all looking down and we never look down. Never looking back. I mean, there are even more than this that we could optimize, but I think it's okay, you know? I think it's okay. So this could be a good test. I called it castle test just for testing if our modular thing is working. So if I take this guy and I move it back to 000 and I export it as an FBX, and we call it castle test 2, yes, selected object, geometry, edge, export, and then we go here and we import it under merged. I think this is where we did our test, huh? Yes. No. Anyway, I will import it here. So if I import castle test 2, it may create some empty textures. It may. Yes, in fact it did. Which is completely fine. These textures we're gonna delete. These are the ones that imported from Blender. And with the flat, you know, with the flat texture. But we are actually going to assign the real texture to this guy. So stone wall. Flagstone. Where is it here? And then I need one wall, one floor. Okay. Okay, so this is our tower. As an example. Right. Now I think we need a kind of a flat ground to, yeah, it can be here, for example. Come to me. Yeah, we will have then to adapt a bit the landscape, you know, to avoid that the landscape is going in, but so just to make it very flat, or we can just put it why we don't have the top? Ah, yes, because I did it this way. Yeah, I did it this way. It is really how it is in our test. Okay. Yeah, maybe let me try on a flat surface. Then on top of this, if we want, we can obviously add, you know, the standard props that we already have approved. So for example, we can add, I think there is a normal door for this or not. These are the big doors. Yeah, these are only the big doors. Do we have normal doors somewhere or not? No, eh? They are all opening like this. Okay, so they are supposed to be without doors. But I think it looks good. I think it looks good, and the... you know, the composition works. Yeah, there are still a bit of a few quirks, like for example this one, few problems. Like this one, but it's a very easy to fix. Easy one to fix. But for the rest it works okay. For the rest it works okay. Not bad. Not bad. We can merge, I think we'll be at every section, we will have that issue. Yes, at every section we have this small issue. What do you think about it? Do you think it's good, or do you think it's, I mean, how do you think it looks? Do you think it looks fine? If you think it doesn't, let me know, please. I mean, don't be shy on that. If you think that it looks, I don't know, too simple or too repetitive or whatever. Now we can still use the decals, right? We can still use the decals to make it a bit more interesting, and also we can obviously add some variations here and there to make it more interesting. Why all this floor is like doubled? Don't understand. Oh. Ah, yes, sorry, because it's in 000 now. It's in 000, and so there are also all the other stairs on top, right? That's why. Okay, so now we fixed the connection points. So the connection points are now okay. Now maybe to go up here we can place just a ladder. I don't think we can place I can try, but I don't think it will work. If I place a stair, I think it will look weird, because we actually have a stair. We have this one. But I think it's super big, you know, so no, I think it will never work. Unless we are lucky and somehow it fits. No, but I don't think so. No, also because there is a, you know, nah. No, it's not possible, because otherwise you will not be able to walk. You will not be able to walk there. Well, one thing that we could do is to keep it but remove the sides. If we remove the side, maybe there is a chance. But I think I removed the bottom, huh? Yeah, I removed the bottom. Fuck. To keep it simple, I removed the bottom. So no. Only, I mean, we can create a stair which is actually full back and forth, you know, up and down. I mean, both sides. We could, in theory, create it. Should be fairly easy to do. I'm just thinking, what is the benefit of that? Will you be able to walk here? Kind of, yes. This thing could, in theory, be scaled. We have no problem. When we are in the final model like this, I think there is no problem in scaling pieces. So going bounding box center, no, huh? Doesn't like it, huh? Local bounding box center. Okay. Doesn't like it. Okay. Now I think it will. Okay. So we may decide, you know, to scale it. But I think it will still look a bit weird. I think it will still look a bit weird. Unless we put it really in the middle, maybe, but I think it will look weird. And if you put it in the middle, it will not be possible anymore to walk. So this is not a way, right? I think this is not a way. Maybe this is a way. Maybe this is a way. I mean, on a round tower, it will look weird in any case, I think. I think it will look weird in any case. Can make it a bit smaller, but I'm just trying to see, you know, how it looks, but I think it will look a bit weird to use it like that. I think we need more space, or we need just a ladder that goes up, you know, just a wooden ladder like we have. We can just place a wooden ladder. I think we have wooden ladders like this one, right? So we could take that and put it inside of this, right? So I think like this will look a bit more, you know, correct. So that you go, you know, with the major part of your army up this stair. So the men at arms, let's say the one with the plate mails and such, are going up to here, and then maybe up here you only go to with the archers or with the people that have less armor. Hello, Sean. Welcome. You're making towers and castles, right? We are trying to see how they look when we put them in the game. Well, actually, at the moment we are still on a test level, but I think we will soon switch back to our land making. The only thing I need to do, I need to simplify the materials, because these materials at the moment are absolutely crazy. They are 4K textures or more, and I mean, if you are going to use it massively like this, I think it's still kind of worth it, because anyways, it's basically 3 textures for the whole area. But if you're gonna mix it with other stuff, I think we start to be not that easy. Okay, let me just test one thing. What happens if we want to connect? So let's say that we have our tower, right? We have our tower, and our tower, it kind of works. Now, what if we want to connect this tower to another tower or to another building, right? Is it possible with our system or not? So let's say that this is the tower that we imported, and we want to go out of from here, you know, and create a kind of a passageway. Do we have a way? So the first thing that comes to my mind is to take our 3x1 wall sections, right? Duplicate on the X, put them here, duplicate again, duplicate on the Z, and now we have a kind of a passageway. The problem is that doesn't really fit into this door. Okay. Let me see if I take the battlements 0, 3, and I duplicate it on the X, and I bring it up, and I bring it up here, and I connect it to that wall. Okay. Yeah, we'll obviously now here depends on the height, right? Because here we have a bit of an issue, or not? No, I think it goes inside the wall, so no one can see that piece. I think no one can see that piece, so it's actually working fine, at least up to this point. But if I duplicate this and I rotate it on the Z 180 and I move it on the Y and I move it on the X, yeah, it's not gonna work unless I put them here. So like this it may work, okay? So like this it may work. What we will need a pavement, I don't know, a floor, right? And I will need to make this I think that is kind of a weird sides, because actually it's not a 3x1, but is and it's not even a 3x3, it's a 3x2. So this thing needs to go here, you see, so there are 2 spaces instead of 3. So we are breaking a bit the pattern that we know, but I think it's fine. I think it's absolutely fine. This thing looks slightly fucked up, as you can see. because it's going a bit inside the tower. So, or we do it like that. I don't think we have many other ways of doing it though, because what is going on? I don't think we have many other ways of doing it, because if we want to, or we do a connection piece, or we do it like this, but there will be a hole. Maybe it's okay. I mean, a person doesn't fit anyway into that hole, so maybe it's even fine like that. Or we can break our pattern, you know, of the multiplier and just slide it like this. The problem is that the moment that we do this, all our theory of matching faces is fucked up, right? So we have to be very, very careful in doing that. Very, very, very careful in doing that. But yes, so here I could then, you know, have I could have a gate if we want. Now, how big the gate we may decide. We may decide if we want to use this or something else. You see the problem though, that this thing is actually 2 spaces, so 2 meters wide, while the gate is 3. So if you want to connect that with a real gate, you will have to break the pattern again. You see? So I will have to make yeah, but usually you have this only on the outside, no? Or you have it both sides? No, you have it, yeah, you have it only on the outside. Now, on the inside they created this. On the inside they created this. One thing I'm working on is getting more work done on my game during each month. Say how much I get done each month for things I'm interested in needs to be improved upon. Yeah, where are you now? Where are you now with the game? I mean, which pieces you did, and which one you still need to do. So in theory, it should be like this. This one should not exist on the outside, and here we need a floor section. Now you see, we still have the problem of the tree. So I think that the only solution is to move this wall here. The problem is that it will not match with the tower. Yeah. So the wall, you know, I think this kind of tiling idea is nice, but it easily breaks. Really, really easily breaks on any complex case. You know, that is mixing round and square buildings. Because the round building by itself works well, but as soon as I try to mix it with something that is not square, that is not round, let it square like this, it doesn't work anymore. Right? Unless you do something like this, which is a possibility, because anyway we have a full meter inside, eh? So I mean that thing would not show. It will not show. Okay. Now, I don't know if this floor is the best floor for this part. Probably not, but it was just an idea, you know. So I think we actually need the other piece, which is basically this one. I think we need this one with the real floor. Because you see how it's done in here, right? So this is I think a floor tile. Well, actually it's a bit more than a floor tile. Is a full wall. Is a full wall. So basically they are saying in this area don't use this, right? Don't use this, but use the other floor. I mean, we can. We can. The problem is that it becomes pretty rough here now, right? Because there is no border, there is no, you know, nice completion of that. It's just a very rough ending. So I think in that case, what we need to do, we need to bring in another piece. Which I don't know if I want to do it exactly like they did it, but it seems okay to me. Which is this piece here. Which is just a wall. It's just a wall with a bit of you know, you see? With a bit of a special shape. I don't know if I like it to be that solid. Maybe yeah. We can do it. I think it's very easy. It's a very easy piece. We can import it in our buildings pieces. This one, which is the master of everything now. And we can isolate it, delete the now another thing we need to consider are the collisions, because at the moment I'm not working with collisions. Battlement 02. Wind battlements 02. Wait, we already have one that is called 02. Because I call it this way. Okay. Okay, let's call it battlements inside or something like that. Okay. So this guy doesn't have LOD. Let me see if they went crazy on the poly count or not. I hope not. Meanwhile, we put it as stone wall. I think it's as simple as that. I hope they didn't split. They did. Okay. They actually did split it, but we can decimate it and that's easy. Right? So that's it in its simplest form. Do we want to change this shape or do we want to keep this shape? I mean, it's not a bad shape, just that I don't know if it's really the way we want it. Yes, but we need this piece for the inside anyway. So I think it's good that we create it. And then I think I will stop, boys. So I will not continue to create infinite pieces. I think we should continue with our world making. But it's just that this is giving us a bit of a variation, right? And I really don't know if I want to make sharp the two tops or not. Probably not. I don't know. But anyway, I think it is a good piece. We can use it. And we will use it on the inside. Yeah, and for the floor we will use... Okay, yeah. So this one I think is good. Let me just see if it's oriented the proper way. Yes, it is. Okay, fine. Okay, let me save it. And we can copy this and put it in our scene. Let me just check the UV. Fuck, the UV are fucked up as usual. The UV needs to be renamed. Okay. Now is renamed, so we should... Okay. So basically now we can use it. Now we can use it with our composition. Yeah, if we went in with that, we need to go in with this as well. Okay. I think it looks fine. I think now this other piece we can even export as a separate mesh, so it's not required that we really join it with the tower. I think it would be a good idea if we keep it separate. The problem will be to decide how does this thing finish, right? So if we want yeah, I think that's a very good question. I have no idea. I think we need to start to look at our map again and see where do we want to place it, right? If we have a place for it. You are working on the equipment window. Oh, nice. Do you want to have like a 3D doll view? Like you see your character or not? Because I was like... going in and out of that. Maybe we can have that as the entrance to the city. What do you think? I think it would be nice if we have it as an entrance to a city, even if it's a bit too much, maybe for a small village. Yeah, maybe. Maybe it's a bit too much. I think we can have it as I think a village cannot have that thing is too much. But you know, somewhere on the mountains. Somewhere on the mountains. Ah, finally we are here again. Oh my god, I'm dreaming of this thing at night. I've seen it so much. I've seen it so much. For example, we could have a part of a road, right? Like this. Or like this, which is actually made of 2 towers and a wall in between with a gate, right? I don't know if you want to do it here or if you want to do it along the normal road, right? That I have no idea. But we could create a kind of a gate control. I don't know how to say. So it can be here, it can be maybe right? Or maybe in this long road. There is this long road, which is then going into the main city. Yeah, why not? I think it would be a good idea to have it on this road. I mean, it's not that long, but imagine having here like 2 towers, you know, the 2 towers, one to the left, one to the right, the passage in the middle, and the arched gateway, right? So that understand what I mean? The only point is that I didn't place a window on this side, which was a bit stupid, I have to say. I placed the windows on these sides, but it's okay. So in theory we could duplicate this wall thing, right? Put it here. And then put another tower, which will be like mirrored. Right? The only problem will be this section though, because this section should not be open again. And it should be open on this side, so it should really be... Can I mirror on the X? I think I can, but I would like to mirror this guy. Mirror on the Z. No, not mirror on the Z. Then mirror on the Y. If I mirror it on the Y, what did it do? Yeah, I think it did it. It's a bit weird though that it didn't keep I mean, the overall rotation is not 120. That's a bit strange. But you know, we don't really care because we can rotate it as we want, so... So we could have something like that. Now, I don't know if this piece will look then too repetitive, but I think it will look kind of nice, actually. What happened? Wait a second. I know, with just the perspective. Okay, with just the perspective, huh? Because for a second it was looking weird, like slightly slanted, but no, it's fine. I think it was just the perspective thingy. Yeah, I did something like this. Now, on the sides, well, this thing will control the road, right? This thing will control the road. Now, I don't know if on the sides we want to have like rocks or mountains or something that is actually closing in, but we could, right? We could in theory, what can we have? I could with a normal wall, or I go normal walls. Let me see what happens if I put... If I put the... Let me see if I duplicate this one. I'm just trying to see what happens, okay? I'm not completely convinced that it will work, but yeah, because this one works only if he's exactly in this position, and then in this position is obviously matching. If you put it anywhere else, it's not gonna match. It's not gonna match. No, it's not gonna match. But we can go out of the predefined, you know, pattern, and we can, or we can even do that. But I think I will prefer to do... I think in this case, I will prefer to do this. To duplicate this. Rotate it 90. No, minus 90. Put it on top of this. Oops. Put it... I can do it, huh? It's not very easy to understand where is the right location. Okay, with the steps. In French, those doors at the entrance of medieval town are called octroi. Usually, people of the town ask for a tax. Yeah, for example. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Why this thing is not matching? What is the problem? Ah, it's matching now. Okay. Do you think that this thing is too low? Maybe it's a bit too low, huh? Because the idea would be... wait, let me move. Let me move all of this. Let me move all of this a bit to the side so we have space. No, I'm thinking I don't know if this is too low, but because my idea is that here there will be the road, right? Here there will be, in the middle there will be the road. And on this side is Hidla city. So let's say it is the friendly side. On the other side is the wilderness, right? And so I think they will like to protect from that, you know, from the outside. Now, I don't know exactly how to close it. I mean, if we want to make a walled castle on the road, but it seems to be a bit too much. So what I was thinking only to pieces like this. And if you have any idea, let me know, huh? If you have any idea of, you know, how we should do it. Maybe here we can have, you know, a bit of a mountain. So we will have, you know, a natural mountain that is blocking the way. I don't really know if I want to do it here though. If I want to do it in this place or I want to do it after. Is it possible that this piece is as big as Idla? Yes. This piece is as big as Idla city. It's as big as Idla city. Yes. So my question is, where do we want to put that door? Where do we want to put it? Yeah, it's as big as Idla city. Holy shit. So should we have it here? Which is basically between Idla and the outside. Hello, Tecartade. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Hello, hello. Thanks for joining. Thank you for the raid. Very appreciated. I think it's always nice, you know, to see people that are sharing, you know, their community and their viewers. I think it's very, very nice. So at the moment we are trying to figure out where we want to place a sort of a castle structure, which is not all of this, but is more of a tower like this plus two other pieces. So a structure like this, maybe it's too big, I don't know, but yeah, a structure like this, which is a bit of a gateway. Maybe I can avoid these side pieces. What do you think? It's better without the side pieces, and we leave these side pieces for something else, and we will just have, you know, a bit of a natural rock going up here, so that yeah, I think so. I think we will leave it as this, and then if we want, we can add maybe, do we want to have like a storage room here? Because we can do it, huh? With the pieces that we have, we can do it. We can take these are 3x1. These are 3x1. I could create passageway. I'm thinking if on this area we could have a small house, right? Dedicated to storage. Maybe it would be nice. Even if I think that any storage will be at risk, such in the wild, right? You'll be making a blueprint to place the wall modules, like an array. My viewers enjoy what you're doing. Thank you a lot. Making a blueprint. I don't think so, because I want this geometry, you know, to be optimized, and so the pieces that I know that I want, like these ones, I know that I want them this way. We are just gonna build it in Blender, and we are just gonna merge all the geometry into one piece, like I did already for the other pieces. Like this wall tower at the moment is one piece. Still has the separators, yes, but it's basically one piece. So because it's been made in pieces, but the vertices are you see, are joined, so are merged. So it is one piece, there is another piece, and so this will be tower 1, tower 2, and here in the middle we have this wall thing, which will be also joined. So we'll join all of this. Fuck! We still have a problem with the UV map? No, why? We have the problem with the UV map name again. I thought I changed them. I changed it on all, but probably not on this level. Okay. We can change them all. What were you doing on your stream, TechArt? What were you doing? What are you doing? What are you streaming? Okay, the other pieces should be fine. So if I join now, okay. If I join now, it looks fine. We have a bit of a problem with the yeah, with some areas, because but we just clear up the custom split data and it's GG, and it's done. Right, and so now we do this, we select all and we merge vertices by distance with a 00001 or whatever, and this will (161), and this will basically make this piece a single piece. Today we are doing a layered wall material in Substance than in Unreal. We managed to calculate normal map dynamically for damage mask edges. Nice. Previous stream shader optimization. Very nice. If you are interested, I have this material, which is which I'm not gonna use at the end, but is a material where you can, you know, vertex paint. I don't know if you have seen it already in a previous stream, but you can basically vertex paint on top the moss, right? So you can take this thing, go in mesh paint and paint, you know, remove this moss like I'm doing now, you see, or add it back. And I think it's an interesting technique. And Yeah, it's an interesting technique. I'm not gonna use it because it's too heavy, I think, but because it requires basically your models to have very high poly count like this, you know, because basically where you are painting, it must be a geometrical vertex, so it should be a real vertex that you are painting on. So so it's a bit overkill. It's a bit overkill from the point of view of but yes, this material is very nice. In fact, we're gonna use it. In fact, we are gonna use it. Okay, so we joined this base. Now I'm not sure what I need to do with the sharps, because you see that here the sharps are like going crazy, because the problem is that joining pieces makes all the sharp go a bit crazy. So in theory, all these ones obviously should not be sharp, right? Maybe except the one on the border. And the same for all these ones. All these ones should not be sharp, but I don't know if it makes a difference, you know? I mean, if I should care about it or not. If I should care, should I care or not? Ow! No. What did he do? Don't do it. So when you merge, the sharp become a bit stupid. Like this one, for example, this horizontal one, you know, became a sharp for whatever reason. I think there is a problem with the vertexes here. We probably don't have a vertex here. Yes, I think we don't. And so I cannot select. Actually, I'm not selecting the right. Fuck. I'm not selecting the right edge. Okay. Now I can select it. What are you using for your streams? You're using Blender and Unreal? I mean, Unreal, yes, but you're using Blender as well, or? Because I think that these sharps will look a bit strange. If I leave them, I think they will look weird. So you see, this is exactly why modular pieces don't really work very well. Because even if they work in theory, then in practice you have this kind of issues. Use a lower poly one, but yeah. If it looks good, don't bother. No, I did a huge work. You don't have an idea how much to actually reduce the poly count of of these models, because they were stupid high poly really, and I did a lot of work to fix them, and I'm pretty happy that now they are fixed, and so now we can use them for real in our game. Before, I mean, all these assets, you know, that you see on the marketplace, game ready. I mean, it depends on which game you're making, but in most of the cases, they are not game ready. They are too high poly. I'm thinking what should I do with the textures, because the texture are actually using 4K, I mean the materials are using 4K textures, and I think it's a bit too much for us. At the same time, they obviously look amazing, but I feel it's a bit too much. Okay, let me export these other pieces, okay? So maybe we should name them somehow. Let me name them properly, okay? So that we can import them with real names. So this would be called SM Hidla Outpost. Should we call it Outpost or what? Gate or what is the name of this thing? Let's call it Gate. Gate Tower 01. Right? This one will be Gate Tower 02. Unfortunately, I cannot clone it because it's actually mirrored. So is a different geometry, even if it doesn't look like, but it is. So this will be Gate Tower 02, and this will be Gate Tower 03, with a lot of, you know, imagination. Okay. So we have the 3 pieces. Now, they were solid in wireframe mode with 4 LOD. So yeah, they were too really. Now, I mean, they are still heavy. Eh? They are still a bit heavy now. You see, but I mean, the walls are 0 heavy. What are these lines? I think it didn't join all the polygons. But the stairs, for example, we cannot really reduce. So the stairs are still a bit heavy because every step is modeled, right? And the windows, you see, but this poly count is okay. I mean, from distance is still a bit heavy, but is okay. I think it's 10 times better of what it was before, so it's perfectly fine. I think it's okay. So what we're gonna do, we are going to export them. And I think I want to export them separately or not, because I don't know if it makes a mess. Okay, let's try. Let's try to export them all together and see what happens. We will call it Hidla Gate. Hidla Gate. They are separate objects, so I hope that is importing them separately. It's not doing, you know, a single piece. 4 out of 6, yes, I think is... Okay, it's importing them separately, so it's perfect. What the fuck? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He recalculated the normals the way he wanted? I mean, what the hell? Why decided to... Ah, because I mirrored it? Holy shit, because I mirrored it. Because I mirrored it. Since I mirrored this piece... for some reason now the normals are not normal anymore. Should I do a recalculate outside and see what happens? I can. I did it. Apparently didn't change anything, but pum 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 pum. Fuck. Okay. So basically everything is inside out. Everything is inside out only because I mirrored the mesh. Only because I mirrored the mesh. How do I fix it? Yeah, I don't have any modifiers. Do I have modifiers? I don't have any modifiers, and I think my export is already having apply transform. No, apply scaling, apply unlit, apply modifiers is already selected. What can I do? I can triangulate it completely, and but it's already triangulated. I don't know what to do. I can triangulate it again and hope for the best. I don't know, geometry looks okay here. I don't know what I can do. I can apply transform or something. But if I apply transform, I think it will just apply the XYZ. No, I mean the... I can convert to mesh. Let me try to convert to mesh and see what happens. Maybe it's like resetting. No. I mean, it happened to me already in other contexts where I had this inside out issue. Yes, I mirrored, yes. Face orientation is good because I have back face culling everywhere, so... But I can look it anyway. But face orientation is okay because I have the back face culling everywhere. So... Apart from the fact that it's a bit of a duplicated face here. Yeah, there was a bit of a duplicate face, by the way. I think it's the same here. Probably... No, here not, for whatever reason. No, the face orientation is fine. Yeah, I already have back face culling on material and everywhere, I think. I always forget where the hell is it, but I have it on the material. I have the back face culling on the material, so you see that if I look it from the bottom, right, it will disappear. So back facing is correct. It's the fact that I mirrored it that made it weird. How did I mirror it? I mirrored it with object mirror, this one. Object mirror and then global Y. Yeah, backface scaling, I have it enabled on the texture. So on the texture here, at the bottom, there is backface scaling, you see? So this is the thing. Okay, we have a problem. We have a problem. We can search and see if someone has any ideas on it. Blender import in Unreal mirror, I don't know. Blender mirror mesh import in Unreal flipped normals. I don't know. How to fix mirrored normals? I export the model from better and mirror completely. Now the Sims is on the other half side down. It did not work. I ran into an issue not so long ago. I mirrored the UV absolutely fine. However, if you can... You ensure your modeling software is exporting mirror tangent binormals. Holy shit. You have to ensure your importer is... You should get a seamless mirror mesh. What is it? It seems they are mirroring UV though. I mean, they're not mirroring... I'm mirroring the mesh. Blend mesh mirroring screw up normals when importing in Unity. Yeah, exactly. In Unity there is the same issue. The above answer doesn't this solve the problem, but also found recalculate normals. I did recalculate outside. It's not what Blender does when you mirror an object. The good thing to do in Blender before exporting is to select the object in question. Select apply scale. Apply scale. Because the scale is going to -1 or something? Yes, there is a y -1, you see? Holy fuck. Okay, now it's broken also in Blender. Holy shit, now it's broken also here, boys. Okay. Interesting. So now what? Now we select all the faces and we flip normals and we opt for the best. Okay, seems it worked. Okay. There are still few broken faces, but few unneeded faces, by the way. Like those ones. And these ones. There are still few faces that I didn't delete, but it's okay. Okay, I think we fixed it. Boys. So apply scale that went to -1 and then rotate and then flip all the normals. Interestingly enough. Okay. Now seems to be fine. Very nice. Very nice. I think it looks fine. Okay. I think it looks good. It looks good. Okay, apply scale. We should remember it for the future. But fine. So now we have these three pieces. Now my question is. We need to set the proper textures. because all these ones now have pointers to wrong textures. Unfortunately, it doesn't remap. I don't know exactly why, but it doesn't remap. The name is identical, but it doesn't do it. Doesn't do it, boys. Uh-oh. No, wait. Flagstone. It's just another index of the same material. Fuck. Okay, we have a bit of a fuck up with the material indexes, but it's okay. It's okay. We can live with that. We can live with that. Okay, so now the question is about the materials, right? So we have the pieces. They're looking nice. They look nice, but we need to downscale these materials up to a point that we agree that is okay, right? This will not be very easy, I tell you, because these materials, I think they are using very strange techniques. And I think we will have to work a bit on them. So we have three materials to use. Floor, which is this one. I think I will move them under plane shift approved, so that yes, we will do it in a destructive way. So we will apply to the wall scene and whatever. Just because I don't want to keep the doubles, you know. So we will do it in a destructive way. Stone wall, and then we will have also the other one. We will have also the flagstone. No, don't save now. Okay, he's saving. He's saving, boys. By the way, if you're new to the stream and you have any questions on the game that we are making, or any questions maybe on Unreal, please ask them in the chat. Or if you want to share what you are doing with Unreal, that would be interesting as well. Okay. So we moved these three materials. Now we didn't move the textures, but these are basically the beginning of our journey, okay? Through the materials. Okay, this material has three textures. I think all of them are 4K. Super nice. I mean, you can zoom in forever. You look at that. I'm still zooming in, and it still looks nice. I'm zoomed in 500%. Right? So the question is, do we want them to be 1K or do we want them to be 2K? It's a very big question, eh? Very big question. I'm thinking 1K. I'm thinking 1K just to keep things reasonable. But, you know, maybe you say, no, don't do it, please. Keep it at least 2K. Consider if I make it 1K, we are going down 16 times, right? Compared to the 4K. So It's a lot less. But still, a 1K texture is not bad. Now, depends how much is tiled. Okay, let's do 2K. You convince me. The problem of 2K, you know, is 3 maps 2K. 3 maps 2K plus, and we have 3 textures. So it's 9 texture 2K. 9 texture 2K will be quite a bit in terms of RAM and disk space. Only for this small little thingy. Okay, let's see how it looks in 1K. Let's see how it looks in 1K. If it looks bad, I don't think it will look bad, by the way. But so there are these 3 textures. Now, one problem is that one guy is an RMA. I don't think I can reduce the RMA, right? If I reduce the RMA, we'll make a mess. So I need to reduce it channel by channel, right? Fuck. GG. Is there a way in game to do it? Anyone knows? Because otherwise I have to do it by channel, right? Which is super annoying. Which is super annoying. I mean, super annoying. It's just... I have to do the operation 3 times. Right? Because I have to... how I was doing this? I think I was copying his... no, wait. There was a way. There was a way. Wait. Components. Decompose. Right? Decompose RGB. Then fuck, I don't remember if I was just reducing this and then recompose, right? I don't remember if I was scaling each single one. I wrote it somewhere. I wrote it on Answerab. I wrote it on Answerab. GIMP decompose. I found it. It is correct. The red and blue are switched. One way to fix it in GIMP is the following: open the image, you need to see the color wrong. Use color component decompose. It will create a new image with the 3 channels are layered instead of a channel. Blah blah blah. Duplicate the blue layer into new layer. Select the red layer. And this was no, this was for another thing. This was the. This was another thing. This was for the RGB 16. They were not imported, but it's about the same idea anyway. Because I don't know if I just reduce the RMA in just saying, you know, image scale image and GG. I think it's gonna fuck up all the layers, I think. I think it's going to fuck up all the thingies. Let me see if I decompose now. If the middle one is still black. Yeah, actually the green is still black. So maybe it worked. Maybe it worked anyway. I don't know. I'm not completely convinced that the reduction is not gonna mess it up, but we will see. We will see very, very soon. Okay, let's just scale everything to 1K. And right. And save it again. Do we want to save it on top or do we want to give it another name? Maybe we give it another name. Like 1K. Why if I do export? Okay. We call it 1K. I thought googling your own answer to solve the problem you have. No, it's real. No, it's true. It's true. I do it sometimes. I do it sometimes because I don't remember everything. So. It was October 2020. I mean, it was not too long ago, but you know, still. Somehow. Okay, let's try to re-import the 1K now in Unreal and see what happens. Okay. We will import them under approved, so we have them here already. And we are gonna change this flagstone. This flagstone. Okay, well, we are changing it. I think we're gonna do it this way so that we can clearly see. So we can clearly see how it's changing, even if it will disappear for a second. Okay. Obviously, it will be much less quality than this. Okay. Way less quality than this, so be prepared because it will not be like that anymore. It will be 16 times less, but anyway, we're gonna see BC 1N and RMA. Hey, did it already? That's not too bad. I was thinking it was worse than that. It's not too bad, boys. Let me do it again the other way. This, this, and this. I mean, it's not too bad. Be replaying. So between this and this, well, obviously. Obviously, I mean, this one looks sharp as hell. I mean, it looks like you can go there and count every single dot, you know, and say, and you can scratch it with your fingernail, you know, and like going here and saying, I can touch it. So this one is more of, you know, there was a thing pretty much like this, but overall I like it. I think it's good enough. So we go with the 1K, at least on this one, because this one is used only for the borders, so is a bit less invasive, I would say. The one for the wall has the parallax mapping and has a lot more, so I think on the parallax we may lose too much if we go 1K. Ah, by the way, this one has 4 maps. 5 maps. Oh my god, 5 maps. Why 5 maps? Grunge mask. Is it for the moss thingy? No, 5 maps. 5 maps. No, please. 5 maps. Noise 01 RMA. It's another RMA thingy. Noise 0. Because this is the vertex paint. Yeah, and this material is insane anyway. Grunge mask. Layer 04. Grunge mask texture scale. Channel. Yeah, but it is for the. I think this one we can completely delete. This is for the vertex painting. Holy shit, boys. These textures, boys. These textures, boys. But it's actually going into the normal map. It's going into the normal map. I think he should have gone into the, I don't know, subsurface color or some other. I'm a bit surprised that it goes there. Let me check. What is the other one? The other one is texture 04 BC. Texture 04. Texture 04 BC. Base color layer parameters. Vertex normal. Vertex normal.
What is this? Spaghetti code?
It really looks like spaghetti code, bro. Look at this mess. It's going into the base color, okay. Master vertex painting 01. Holy fuck. Holy moly, bro. Do you think that all this part above is vertex painting? Base color parameters. Base color parameters. Texture 03 black value, middle value, white value. Yeah, because this is allowing you to slightly change the texture by changing these parameters in terms of how it looks, okay? Which I'm not opposed to. I think I'm fine with that. The only point is that I don't want to use a fifth material. There are 5 plus 6 actually. 6 maps on this freaking thing. 6 maps. 6 maps is insane. The problem is that if I delete from the master the variable, I think the instances below are gonna be messed up completely. Grunge mask scale texture. Texture 04 BC. Texture 04 BC is a parameter. But it's also going into parallax mapping. I don't understand why. Oh my god. Should I just redo this material from scratch using just those 3 maps and fuck it? And just using the RMA and the height? I know this part would have been a mess. I know. Because when they say game ready, bro, game ready what? Vertex, no. So this is the parallax mapping. So this is the one that we need. But they are all mixed. Like this one is added anyway on top of the grunge map. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I mean, how can I simplify it? Texture 04 BC 3-point level. I mean, this one for sure is the vertex paint, but you see that is then multiplied by something else that is coming from here, that is coming from here, that is coming from here, that is coming from here. So it's taking the B of the RMA, so it's taking the ambient occlusion and is multiplying it again by this, which is then multiplied and lerped into another lerp, which is fuck. Texture 01 BC. Texture 01 BC. Hey, you see? He's using anyway. I mean, it's a mix. It's a mix. It's a mix. It's a mix. It's a mix, boys. It's a mix. Because if I could only take, you know, if I could only take this, which is the parallax mapping, parallax of occlusion mapping, this one, so I can take this block, and then, but then I don't understand where all these pieces are going. Like shadow is going into a multiply of, okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Can I destroy? No, I don't want to really destroy, but I think that all of them are derived from this, right? From this vertex painting material. I think all of them are derived from this. So let me duplicate this. And we call it test. And we call it test. And then we try to assign our thingy to this one, okay? So we try to assign this thing, right? I think we can see it well. Well, we can see it in any wall which is exposed to the sun. Where the hell is the sun? Okay, we can see it here, right? You see the parallax mapping that is bumping out this particular piece, right? Now, if I assign to this the basic value that we wanted to assign, so instead of this default BC, I assign the stone wall BC, right? And instead of the default BC, I assign the stone wall BC. And instead of the texture RMA, Wow, he changed it. He changed it already. How does he know? Is it reading my mind? Is it reading my mind? I think the grunge mask is. I don't think there is a different. I don't think there is a stone wall grunge mask. No, is only that one. But as you can see, is not working as expected. I mean, wait. This is the stone floor. I need the stone wall. As you can see, this one is working differently. So the amount of parallax mapping is way stronger. I think that probably because there are some properties. Yes, this one, palm depth, right? Palm depth 2, max steps. So if I remove all of those, probably it's gonna look similar to, but not even. It's still much better here compared to our simple guy. I think because all the default value are different. Because all the default value are different. Fuck. So basically all these default values. Can I change the master of this? Let me duplicate it. We'll call it test. Okay. So with my vertex painting test, this is basically looking the same. So it's looking good. Now, if I change my vertex painting test, right? And for example, I delete the wall BC4 stuff. So which is this one. I don't know if should be only this or this is coming out from UV, which is multiplied by this power, which is multiplied by that, which is multiplied by BC coloration 04. But texture 04 we want to remove completely, right? We said no. Yes. Yes. Everything that is 04 we delete completely. So basically I don't need this lerp anymore, right? That is what we are is this what we are saying? Okay. So this lerp is not needed anymore. So this A is going directly into this A. Okay, and we already destroyed it. Easy destroy. Easy destroy. Ah, no, wait. This is the master. This is the test. Wait. Let's apply this. And let's see if in our test, which is using the new master, do you think it changed? I have no idea. It still looks very nice. I think the parallax is a bit less than before. It is my feeling, but it's just a feeling. That the parallax is less. I'm trying to control Z. I control Z the wall thingy. No, it's the same. I think it's the same. So this proves the point that we can remove this part. And remove this lerp and just have this lerp going into this lerp, right? And this keeps the same result. So in theory we can have one parameter less. Yes, I think it's identical. In fact, that parameter disappeared. That parameter disappeared. Okay. Yeah. So we removed the vertex painting. Now, what is this grunge mask? I don't understand. What is it? The problem is that the default is the same as this one. So if I remove it here, it's not gonna really remove it, right? But if I can save a map, I would prefer to save a map. I don't know what the thing is doing. I think it's adding probably one layer on top with some maybe shading or darkening of the texture, or I don't know. Swap the parent to see if anything changed. That's also a good idea. But I think the parameters now are not anymore compatible because we have one parameter less. But I can try to switch back to master vertex painting. No, it's identical. It's absolutely identical. So, what do you think this grunge thing is doing? Grunge, because it's actually used in so many places. It's nearly everywhere. Look at this. Layer 4 grunge mask parameter, layer 3 grunge mask parameters, so basically for every layer, right, they are adding this kind of noise thingy, and they are taking red, green and blue, they are multiplying it by the contrast. Okay, so this is a parameter actually. If we change the parameter, maybe we see it. It should be called grunge mask red channel contrast. Grunge channel red mask contrast, like this one for example. So if I change this, what happens? Absolutely nothing. I don't understand the point. What is this thing doing? Red mask, green channel contrast. It's not changing anything, boys. Grunge mask, green channel power, and green channel contrast. You need to paint layers. Yeah, but it's exactly what I'm trying to remove. So the question is the grunge used only when painting layers? If this is used only when painting layers, then we are perfectly fine to delete it. Because this is the one that I want to delete. Do you think it's used only for the... Only for the vertex painting? Because if this is true... Oh my god, these lines. These lines. Yeah, it's multiplying by the alpha. So it's basically okay. Is affecting the alpha of the 3 channels. So how much is visible, and it's clamping it between 0 and 1, right? So basically if I put a 1 here or a 0 here, I think it would be identical. Well, actually a 1. So if I put a 1 into this, and I'm not using the grunge map, assuming that I want to paint everywhere, I think it will be identical. It's just to say that all this shit I can delete. Ah! I lost another piece. No. There was more than that. There was vertex color. Yeah, but vertex color, where does it go? Oh my god. Into this alpha. I think I can put a 1 as well. Ah, this music, boys. Texture alpha. Yeah, these are all alpha. So yes. Let me try. I think we can delete all of this and delete all of this, and for now put a 1, but then we will probably remove the nodes completely. But for now, let's just say 1. Let's just say 1. Looks identical. Okay. Very nice. So we don't need this grunge map. In fact, the grunge map disappeared. But we have 4 maps. But at least we have 4 maps and not 6. This material had 6 maps. 6 maps 4K. 6 maps 4K. Do you realize it? Do you understand? The trouble that we were in. So basically all those lerps to 1, you know, with the alpha, not really needed. But now let me see this other stuff. Well, this other stuff I think is just you know, static parameters that anywhere decided at the texture level before compilation, and they are just going to modify the color one time. So I think they should not be too heavy, right? I think they should not be too heavy. Even if in theory you can modify them dynamically. So I don't know if the shader is keeping the possibility, you know, to modify dynamically that stuff. Okay. Does this look still too complex? I mean, this part is the parallax mapping, so we cannot change it. This part are just these nice parameters that you can tweak about blackness and values, and which are anyway calculated, I think, one time, and that's it. And not much more. So I think we can probably use this master now. We can probably use this master, and we can probably use this stone. We still have 4 maps, huh? But I mean, 4 maps is better than 6. And 4 maps, we will try to We will try to reduce, okay? We will reduce them a lot. We will reduce them a lot. Texture is RGBA 16. Oh my god, it's also RGBA 16. How big was that texture on disk? No, I want to see it. No, I want to see it. I want to see. I want to see. I want to see. I want to see. Stonewall 01 height. Stonewall 01. Stonewall 01 height. I want to see it. I want to see it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Stone wall. Stonewall 01. Wow. Can I search this name? No. T underscore CF. T underscore CF. Star. Stonewall height. Was 30 megabytes. Well, I was expecting more. Probably because the height is, yes, is an RGB 16, but it's not 4K. So that's probably the reason. Because the height they did it with a lower, which makes sense, by the way. Strangely enough, this one makes sense. Or anyway, or it's compressed more, I don't know. Maybe it's just compressed more. You need to paint the latest result. Use LOD bias for what? For what? No, these are all 4K. This one is 4K as well. Maybe it's just compressed better because it's grayscale, you know. Okay. Let's go. 124. I mean, it still looks nice, no? I mean, it still looks nice. Obviously, it's not as nice. I know. I know. But it still looks okay. Right? Still looks okay. All this work, guys, is just to give you a game which is actually, you know, reasonable in terms of hardware requests, right? Reducing turtle style from 4K in the UE editor, you can do it while looking at the object immediately see the optimal sides. Okay, that's nice. So I can ask him to display the object with the reduced 1K texture. Where do I do that? That's very interesting. So let's say that on the object or on the texture. Like, for example, this object. LVP bias multiplier is this thing. It's a property in the texture. LOD bias. A bias to the index of the top MIP level to use. So assuming that you have the MIPs. Okay, anyway. I think I can just reduce it. I understand what you mean, but maybe it will take me more time to do it on all the textures. And anyway, I think 1K can be okay. It's not great, I know. It's not, you know, latest AAA games, but it's fine. We will survive. Also, you know what is the point? The point is that our other assets are anyway much lower resolution. Way lower. Way lower. So if we really mix too much, so if we go with this asset, Crazy Eye, even if maybe the people will be able to use it, it will look, I mean, it will make the old parts look super old, right? So it will be detrimental to all the other textures that we have. So we have 4 maps, okay? We have 4 maps to, where is it? Yeah. You can do it in bulk via property matrix. Interesting. You know all the tricks, huh? You know all the tricks. Okay, so now we have this. So where I'm gonna change it, I'm gonna change it in Stonewall test at this point, right? So I go BC 1K, RMA 1K, Stonewall normal 1K, and height 1K. Okay. I mean, it looks identical. It looks absolutely identical. No, well, when you zoom in, for sure it will not. Yeah. When you zoom in, the overall quality is lower. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure of that. I mean, look, between this, which I think is the old one, and this, you see? So obviously is way, I mean, this one is super crispy, right? Super crispy. Like insane crispy. This one, I mean, is okay when you look at it at this distance, but when you go like this, it starts to be shit. But I don't know if you really want to look at the walls, like touching the wall with your nose, right? Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe yes. So now, okay, let's do the last one, and then we will see. Okay. But even right now, if I associate to my tower, what is my tower? I don't have a tower anymore. Pity. If I associate to my tower, the stone wall test and the flagstone. Oh, no, the flagstone we already reduced. We didn't. Okay. I didn't create a test because it was the texture. Anyway. So if I put this thing here. Fuck, I didn't export them in 0.0. I need to export them again from Blender, but it's okay. You see that when you go close, the quality is way lower than before. Way lower. But I think it still looks okay, right? Obviously, if you go like this, it looks bad compared to... I cannot move. Compared to... Oops. Compared to this, there is no comparison. This looks nearly real. I don't know what to say. I mean, depending if you have good eyes, but or not, you will see in real life, you will see it as good as this. Compared to this. Ah! No! They cut off. Ah! Pain. Ah! Really? Ah! Pain. What is happening? Was this happening also on their structures, or is it happening only on mine? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why this is happening? Why this is happening only on mine and not on their structure? Did I mess up something with the... investigative music? Bam bam! We have a problem, boys. I mean, it's not a huge problem, but it's kind of a problem. Uh-oh. How is it possible, though? I mean, I just scaled, you know? There is a problem. There is a big problem. There is a big problem. But why? I mean, okay. I mean, we can just ignore it, huh? If we want, we can just ignore it. But it's a bit of a pity, though, because I did a lot of work on this, and seeing that it's fucked up, you know, it's not very nice. You mean that the reason is that I didn't use the full texture space? Fuck, I think I didn't. On the curved, I think I didn't. Now that I think about it, I think on the curved, fuck. I think that on the curved I didn't do it. I think... Come on, select this loop. Pain and mistakes were made. Pain and mistakes were made. Why? Yeah, the reason is that I think because yeah, I think I know. Because I mapped this whole thing, yeah, this difference and this difference is what is killing us. I can fix it here, but then I will have to rebuild the wall tower. Ah! Pain! If we ignore it, it will go away. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Because the rounded ones, I did myself, right? I did myself, and obviously I fucked up. I mean, not by much, but for example, the inside is not even matching that. Ah. No, cylindrical projection. I never understood how the sphere projection and the cylindrical projection works. They, at least I don't understand how they work. They never worked for me. They always create crazy mappings. Completely crazy mappings. You see that here, for example, we even have bugs. I mean, we even have separate. I think I did not remap after merging vertices and after fixing a bit the geometry. Okay, we ignore it, boys. We completely ignore it for now. We don't care. We don't care. We just forget it. We never saw it. We never saw it, okay? We only saw this beautiful wall, which is exactly the way it should be. We never saw it. Didn't see anything. Good. Perfect. Perfect. Now we are gonna destroy this one, okay? We destroy the other two. No, let's say we optimized. We optimized the other two, now we're going to optimize this one. And then finally we can put it into our game. So we changed stone wall, stone floor, no, stone flag, because stone flag is using the 1K, right? No. What did we change? We changed only stone wall? Wait a second, I'm confused now. No, flagstone we changed it. Why it doesn't say 1K here? I don't remember. Why doesn't it say 1K? Because I rolled back something? Maybe I roll back or whatever. Okay, so this one is modified for real. This one, let's modify this one for real as well. Ah, I cannot because it's a different father. No, okay, this one we're gonna delete. We are not gonna use it on our pieces at least. So let's rename it high, like high res. And this one we're gonna rename it, instead of test, we're just not gonna rename it wall 01. Okay, so all these ones are correct. Okay, now we're gonna do the floor. Now the floor we do the same. We inherit from the other father, which is vertex painting test, which maybe we call vertex painting simple. No, I don't want vertex painting. Why vertex painting? We call it parallax. We call it master parallax simple. Well, call it. I mean, it's not really simple, but let's call it master parallax because it's anything but simple. Try using load bias much faster and do a round trip to GIMP. Yes, but the texture, you know, whatever you do in Unreal is non-destructive, so it will still keep the texture at the at the higher quality, and then you will lower it for runtime. My point is that I don't want to ship, you know, 50 megabytes for each of those layers, because each of these layers, see, this one is 50 megabytes. You see, 50 megabyte, 50 megabyte, 50 megabyte. My reduced version is 3 megabytes. It's 3 megabyte instead of 50. So if you do it in Unreal and it's non-destructive, it will still keep the 50 megabyte in. And I don't want to I don't want people to download. It won't ship. Oh, okay. So is reducing it is a shipping only the selected one. Hmm? Well, that's a good idea. That's a good idea, but still I don't want it in it. I don't want to keep the higher res, whatever. I don't want even to put it in subversion, you know. I don't want to put like 400 megabyte or 500 megabyte in subversion of something that we'll never use. I just want to kill it. Kill it. Kill it with fire. Okay, so this one we did. But anyway, thank you for the suggestion, because it allows me to learn new things, right? That maybe I can use not now, but in another occasion I'm gonna use it. Right? So I'm not using it now, but I think that your comments are very nice. Yeah, I'm all about optimization, you know, when I can, because I know that he has a cascade effect, you know. We have people that are helping me. I mean, lately they're not helping me too much. Hello, you there? Help me more. But lately they're not helping me much, but they are gonna help me for sure in the future again, and they helped me in the past, and and maybe they are just people that are working on rules or settings or music or other stuff, you know. And if I ask them to download a development project that is like, you know, 200 gigabytes, maybe they're not going to help me anymore. You're gonna say fuck you. No, fuck you they're not gonna say, but maybe they're gonna say no. I mean, maybe they're gonna say, oh, it took me 2 days to download the development thingy, and now I don't have any more time to develop. I'm sorry. You know, and I would go, no. I mean, actually, this happened already, eh? This thing happened already. Happened already. Mainly with compilation. Like sometimes when we switch the engine, like when we switch to 426, everyone in the team needs to recompile, even if they want just to see things working, you know? What did I click on? Fuck. I clicked on this one, and this one is not asking you confirmation. Okay, I can re-export anyway if I need it. It's so bad that override is not asking you confirmation. And it's so close to the save as, you know, to the export as. Okay. Okay, we exported them all again. So we have this nice 3 megabyte thingy. Which are these four, which are called 1K. So we go under plane shift, approved. By the way, then we will have also the texture of the gate, the texture of the door, the texture of the roofs. So I don't think that we are done here, eh? Especially for us, they're very poor and use They use one terabyte HDD. I mean the old ones. But okay, so we did this. Now what do we do? This is the floor, eh? It is the floor. Are you ready to see this floor changing below your eyes? No, in front of your eyes. Are you ready to see this floor? Do you see this floor on the left? Let's go and destroy it together. Boom. Boom. No mercy for the floor. Boom. Oh my god, the normal map is insane. The difference of the normal map is absolutely insane. And boom, the height actually went down. I don't know why. The height map just went down. Why? I mean, the color should be the same. Why it went down? Okay, we destroyed it. I mean, it still looks beautiful to me. No? Is the texture a bit fucked up, or is just my... I mean, why this thing is uneven? Is it uneven in the original texture? I mean, a bit yes. A bit yes, but that much? No, I think that is a UV fuck up. This is a UV fuck up, boys. I'm pretty sure. Strange though. I mean, it doesn't look bad anyway. But... it looks like a bit of a stretched UV thingy. Why you are flickering down there? What are you flickering about? Oh, because you have this thing, which is, I don't know, unnecessary? Probably. We could delete it. Anyway, still looks okay. It still looks very nice. I mean, compared to our no, you didn't see it. You didn't see it. Yeah, in the round wall there is that fuck up that I will have to fix one day, because actually it's very visible, I have to say. Unfortunately, it's visible. It's visible. It's visible. But okay, we are a role-playing game, you know. You will role-play that this thing doesn't exist. I think in the straight walls, I think we will not have that problem. I'm pretty sure in the straight wall we don't have that problem. Like in this guy. Where is he? I need to export them. I see. I need to export them in 000, eh? Is this my reduced? No. Is the good one, eh? Holy fuck! Why? Why there is this cutoff, boys? Why? Fuck, is also on the straight wall. Or anyway, is on the straight wall when it connect. No, it's not on the straight wall, because on the straight wall otherwise they will be here as well. Is when the straight wall connects to the big gate. Yes. is when it connects with the big gate. I mean, I can fix them anyway. It's not that it's just that I want to move on, you know. I've been working on this like 4 days or so. I just want to move on and do something else, but I think on the big gate I did a mess as well. Because the big gate is scaled. But I think I didn't change that though. This doesn't look like my scale because I usually scale from here up. So I think this may be the original one. The original one. I mean, I think we can ignore it. It's a bit of a pity to ignore it, but I think that the players will not really get mad about it. Let me just try to see. Let me just try to see this one compared to the original. Okay, the original is meshes, arch something. I think it's this one, right? Or this one or this one. No. It's a gate. So it's a gate. I think is this, right? Is this seen from the other side? Yes. Yes, it's no, but this is different because he has a no. Wait. Fuck. I took one of them, but I don't know which one. Team gate. No. I don't know which one I took. But it's none of them. I think it's none of them. What is the name of this thing? Because the name should be the same. I think I kept the name. Okay, is SMCM blah 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 blah. Okay, so let's search this thing. Okay, should be this. I kept the name the same, so it must be this one. Okay. So I want to see the number of, well, not the number, but this texture, how it is in this one, and how it is on mine. For example, here it starts with this small square, and on mine it doesn't. Just to say something, right? So it's already not correct. Now why? Because so it's scaled 1-1, but no, but if it's scaled 1-1 it will never work, boys. It cannot be scaled 1-1. This one is way bigger than any other piece. It's double the size of any other piece, so it must be stretched vertically unless they scale the model. But no. There is the UV button in static mesh editor. You mean in Unreal? Ah, yeah. I need to go like front view or left view. I mean, if it's not matching the thingy, it's not very useful. You need to be matching the, you know. So I don't... No, but... I mean, apart from this... What happened? No! Okay. No, what I'm saying is that it looks like this thing... Is this thing repeated or not? It doesn't seem to be repeated. It seems to be using the texture one-to-one, so it seems that it's using the full texture one-to-one, but I'm trying to understand how is this possible if all our walls... Look, it's using this one-to-one, right? Finishing with this one or not? Maybe here is restarting. No, here is restarting. Okay. Here is restarting. So it's styled... Yeah. He styled the two. Yeah, he styled the two vertically. Yeah, I think the only fuck up is that mine is tiled 2 times as well, but he's not starting from the bottom. That's the problem. Yeah, it's 2 sides. Yes, it's 2 sides. The problem is that mine is not starting from the bottom. So this one should... I mean, if I take this and Control L, and hopefully I'm getting only the outside, yes. So this thing should be... What? Why I cannot move it? Hello? Ah, because I have the stick too. So this one should be aligned something like this, right? Like I have aligned all the others. And so like this, I think it will work then how we want. Yes, because you see now he's starting with that piece. Now he's starting with that piece and he's finishing with the 2. I mean, it's not really perfect, but... Because in their case, it's a bit more perfect. I mean, why is not perfect? I don't understand. I put it exactly on it. But yeah, but that's the fuck up, boys. And I think that we have maybe also on the round ones, we have some errors like that I didn't really consider properly. Yeah. Okay, so I think that for now we will leave it, but we will have to fix it for the next ones. So I think I will try to go through this. What time is it now? Oh my god, it's 1 o'clock. Fucking hell. I think I will try to go through all of this and just be sure that the bottom left is properly aligned to the bottom left of this texture. And I will check the same for all the round pieces, because I think that we have, and for all the, let me just check one wall randomly, 1 second. I mean, this is not the wall, but it's the same. Yeah, you see, they are centered in the middle, but they are not. I don't know if I did it myself, this thing, or or if it was the Decimate that created these monsters, but maybe. But yeah, but the problem seems to be very evident. Okay, it's good that we know it, so we will fix it one day. I think probably not immediately, but anyway, the good news is that this thing works. I'm gonna fix it offline, okay? So you will see it fixed one day. Now the good news is that apart from that I will fix, our workflow of composing pieces and putting them in Blender works okay. I mean, composing them in Blender, merging the vertices, and then putting them in, as you can see, works, right? And I think that the first part, the first piece that we will have this one, which will be kind of a fortress, a small fortress like this with 2 towers, and we will put the gate in the middle. Maybe in game we can also have the gate open and closed. That I think would be nice. I don't know if I want to do it based on a quest, but anyway, players will be able to walk around it, right? So it will not be very meaningful for the players because we are not going to block the whole world, right? I mean, in our world, this will be an open area anyway, so they can just go around it. Maybe in other areas, we will use just maybe the middle piece, and we will put like a small dungeon behind, right? So I can put just the gate, so just the middle piece, so just this one in the middle, right? Between, I don't know, yeah, a place like this, right? And you will not be able to go the other side. Yeah. By the way, I don't know if you have seen this, but I did some changes, not too deep, but I did some changes. Basically, I'm going to create 3 mountains, let's say 2 main mountains and 1 smaller mountain, instead of the the big single mountain. And you see that the roads are going in the different places. I think we are gonna restart doing this soon, and we are gonna use some of those castle pieces. Maybe we're also gonna have some small houses. I don't know if I can use those pieces for the villages, but let me see. There is no room for the gate to open because it's too... Well, it just goes up. It just goes up. Yeah, it's a bit in the middle of this, but who cares? Because in theory, this should be probably double the size. I don't know how they did it in the original, but I think they didn't give a shit either. I know they did it. They did a much higher wall. You see? Yeah. We can do it. So yes, this one is enough space because it's yeah, you see, he arrives up to there. Yeah, we can do a, I don't know, we can do a higher wall maybe. Yeah, it's a bit annoying that there is not enough space. It's actually a bit annoying. But this is already 6, 9, nearly 12 meters, huh? So it's already a pretty impressive wall, you know? What I can do, I can put doors instead. I can put 2 doors and that's it. You know, and now you have the space to open. Ah. By the way, these doors are very nice, but again, I think that this texture is a bit crazy. We will have to reduce it. Maybe the doors are okay. Even if I liked the... I may change the top. I don't know. I mean, it could be a hole, and when you pull it up, you know, it goes on top. Why not? Why not? Okay, I really have to go. It's super late. See you boys next time. If you're new to the stream, please click on follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube, and also if you want to help us even more, you can go to patreon.com/planeshift and get access to the alpha of the game, see some pictures and videos I'm posting, and you know, be happy about supporting us. Have a good night. Bye bye. Bye bye. You're gonna do this game, huh? Don't worry. Don't worry, we're gonna do this game. Don't worry. Good night.